Can you explain something else to me, please? Your religion has a surat called Ummah, which says Muslims are one nation and one people. One. Notice something. In the Judean Christian world, in the Western world, no two democracies have ever had a war. Whenever there was a war in the Christian world, or the Christianized world, I'm using the term Christian broadly, at least one of those countries was not democratic. They were fascist, they were Nazi, they were something like that. But never have any two democracies had a war. Never. Yet, the Wahhab came to power, bringing the House of Saud to the throne in Saudi Arabia through what they called a jihad. The costliest war in terms of human life since the Second World War was the war between Iran and Iraq. 1.5 million Muslims killed by other Muslims in what their religious leaders called a jihad. Jihad of Muslims killing other Muslims. Why did Iraq invade Kuwait? Why did the Kuwaitis massacre the Palestinian Arabs? Why is it, please, that when Arafat and the Palestinian Arabs tried on the Jordanians what they tried on the Israelis in Black September of 1970 in 12 days, the Jordanians systematically massacred between 15 and 18,000 so-called Palestinians in 12 days. Why did the Polisarios fight the Moroccans? Why? The tragedy of what happened to the Kurds. Why? Why is there no Ummah? Why is it that Islam cannot deliver historically what it promises? Ummah. No two Judeo-Christian democracies have ever had a war. Can you please explain to me, how come your religion doesn't seem to work? I'd like to know. Australia's not going to have a war with France. America's not going to have a war with Norway. Israel's not going to have a war with Canada. But Iran will have a war with Iraq. Kuwait had a war with Saudi Arabia. Egypt almost had a war with Libya. Jordanians had a war with the Palestinians. The Turks enslaved the Arab nations. Please explain to me why you don't have Ummah, why it is only the Judeo-Christian democracies that have been able to prevent war. Islam has not been able to. Can you explain it to me? It is a fair question. I'm only asking.